But what do you mean by homogenization? Just that everybody sort of takes the same line because it's easier than yeah.
There's not that much coverage as well. So
Yeah. I just don't know how we get around that. I mean, it takes time to make a good journalist. I'm looking at one right now, Milton Viorst. It takes a lifetime of experience in these places to be able to make any kind of judgments. And so where will they come from is my question. Global Post pays $1,000 a month to its people. I mean, okay, there are some parts of the world where you can live on $1,000 a month, but it's not going to work in Riyadh. It's not going to work in Dubai. So where will they come from?
All right, let's take one last question. Did you have a question, Ellen? No? One last question?
Hi, this is a question.
I'm sorry.
Okay, this is a question for both speakers. I may be a biased and actually maybe a target audience as a young person studying the Middle East, the Muslim world, the Arab world, who is potentially interested in a career in journalism. As you do see, basically whoever shouts loudest gets the microphone, the Newt Gingrich, the Pat Buchanan, Glenn Becks of the world. And as basically reporting staff is being cut around the world, especially in these issues in the Middle East kind of expose that problem. How do you attract good journalists for the next generation when social media and people just basically can publish how they want, and there isn't really much incentive anymore to become part of an organization?
Despite everything we have said, it's the most exciting job that I know. And therefore, young folk like you will queue up in line to join, even when old hands like Barbara and me tell you the pay's bad, your spouse will leave you.
Mine didn't.
You'll drink too much. You'll get an ulcer. The insurance companies, they don't want to insure you, period. I consider I'm a lucky guy. Somebody paid me to travel around the world.
Yeah,
and hey, I turned it into a book, which was my own decision.
Right.
It's terrible, but it's also great.
You have to have a passion for it. You really have to want to know about other people and understand what makes them tick and why the world is the way it is and where it's going to go. And if you don't have that, if you don't have that curiosity and that passion, you will never put up with all the crap that goes along with it. So, but go for it if you want. Sure.
And journalism is not over. I mean, they're just trying to figure out a new economic model. But I mean, there will be jobs out there, and you'll take that $1,000 job and go to, Laos and tell great stories. Anyway, we'll be watching the coverage of Islam in the Middle East very carefully over the next couple of months and looking for the flaws and the positives. Thank you all so much for coming out, and thanks to our speakers for the very interesting discussion.
Thank you. Sure.